Okay, here's a look at Magic Square's MS-B53 Night Tracer, which is their version of a mini masterpiece, Combaticon Onslaught. So here's just a quick look at the figure. You can see it's a really nice looking figure, very hyper tune. So we'll look at that in a sec. But first, as always, let's take a look at the box. Here's the front of the box with the nice artwork of him pointing. Back of the box, you get a scene which I don't know where that came from. I don't think that came from the cartoon. And then you get his tech spec here, which is really cool. And every time I see this, I feel a little disappointed that I threw away the boxes because I don't have them now. Side of the box, MS-B53 Night Tracer. Other side, same thing, but you get the artwork. Top of the box, you get Magic Square logo in the purple Decepticon color. Bottom, warnings, UPC scanner, and so that's a look at the box. And so now here is a look at the figure, and let's go over the accessories. So first, he does come with these three parts to form Bruticus, and here's the fillers for Swindle and Brawl, which is really nice because it really needed that. And you do get the chest plate, which is cartoon accurate, so that's really nice. And the other accessory that you get is his handgun, which is nicely sculpted. I'm assuming that's cartoon accurate. So that's a look at the accessories, and then as always, let's take a quick look at the instructions or the detailed drawings and see how well they did here. So first, let's see, you could see I do like how it's numbered, so that's good design. And you could see this does look like a little complicated transformation, but to be honest with you, after transforming it, it's actually not that hard compared to the other Combaticons. So let's look at the instructions, and of course the last thing is my favorite. You do get the bio card with the nice artwork there. The back here, you get the tech specs, little silhouette there of Onslaught in this alt mode, so that's really nice. So that's everything that you get, and now let's take a closer look at the figure. And like I said, this is very cartoon accurate, hyper tune. So let's compare this with the animation model so we can see how well they captured the cartoon aesthetics. And you could see they did a really nice job, and even the back view, you could see yeah, even though the back piece might be a little bit too big, all things considered, has to transform and stuff, I think they did a really nice job. So that's a look at the cartoon aesthetics. And now let's zoom in to get a closer look at the details, starting off with this head. Really nice head sculpt there, like the blue visors and the silver face mask. Doesn't have all that nicely sculpted detail, which is reminiscent of the old masterpiece style. This is very smooth and clean, very hyper tune, which I personally like. So that's this is really cool. I really like this figure a lot. So now in terms of articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so it can go up, down, side to side a little bit, all around. Shoulders are on a ball joint, so it can go up, forward, back, out to the side. You do get another hinge here for transformation, so you can get more articulation if you want, and even this piece comes out to do this, which I think is kind of dumb how people point that out, because who actually, you know, who actually manipulates the figure like that? But anyways, you get bicep swivel, elbow joint goes up, and you do get wrist rotation, you do get waist rotation, ab crunch, legs can go forward, back, out to the side. You do get a double knee joint, so you can get some good articulation there. Foot is on an ankle rocker, can go up and down a little bit, and you can actually bring the foot down if you want, but that's the articulation. So you get your typical standard articulation, which is actually quite a lot for a Legends figure or a mini masterpiece figure. And so now let's compare it with his teammates. So here he is next to Brawl and Swindle, and you could see that already looks really cool. They scale really nice. These guys look like they just popped right out of the cartoon, so I think that's really cool. And then let's bring out their creator, Starscream, so you could see what this looks like. Let's bring these guys in a little bit closer so you could see. Yeah, this is looking like a really nice set. And let's bring out Megatron, and you could see Onslaught is taller than Megatron, but yeah, this set looks really nice. Look at that. It's a really nice set, but really waiting for Vortex and Blast Off, which will really complete this set. Really looking forward to getting those. So now let's go ahead and transform Onslaught into his alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at Onslaught in his alt mode, and as you can see, this is a really nice looking figure. Nicely proportioned there, and all the nicely sculpted detail with the paint for the fuel tank, even some paint here on the rear lights. It's a very simple design, which gives it a nice hypertune look, if you will. Even the front, all the details there, really nice. And the bottom, which really doesn't matter, but people always like to look at the bottom and make comments, but it does clean up really nice overall. So now let's compare this with the animation models so we can see how well they captured the cartoon aesthetics. And for the most part, they did a really nice job. I mean, little nitpicky things like a little bit of the green missing here. Maybe the size of this gun turret might be a little off, but you know, considering this does transform into Bruticus, it's understandable. And I think even on the back view, they also did a really nice job. So you could see, yeah, pretty much the same. So they did capture, you know, all the little details. So yeah, this is a really nice looking figure. And in terms of articulation, I mean, this gun turret can rotate, go up, down, all around. These can extend and retract due to the transformation. It does roll really nice, as long as you get everything all nicely lined up and tabbed in. So yeah, this is really a nice figure. So now let's compare him with his other teammates. So here he is next to Brawl. Let's come up a little bit so we can get a better view of these guys. So here he is with Brawl and also Swindle. Man, this set looks really amazing. Look at that. This just looks so awesome. really looking forward to Blast Off and Vortex. And I'll just make a comment here. In terms of the transformation, Onslaught here is actually the easiest to transform. The hardest is Swindle, and Brawl is like in between. So, you know, I'll just leave it at that. He is actually pretty easy to transform. So that's a look at with him with Brawl and Swindle. And again, I'm really appreciating this, and I'm really liking this set a lot. So that's a look at Onslaught in his alt mode. So now let's go over some of the other accessories. First of all, this one, you don't get any instructions, so I have no idea how this transforms into combine mode, how this attaches, so can't show you that. And the same goes with these two back fillers, but you know, you can kind of figure it out. So let me do my best to kind of show you that. So with Brawl first, you want to remove the accessories, rotate this turret around 180, push this in, and this is a nice little touch here. You just and they give you a little nub here to make it easier to bring this down. And you could see the T-shaped peg here. You just line it up accordingly, put it in, and then this back filler piece. First of all, I don't know what this gray piece is for, why it swivels up and down, but let's see, I think at least with Brawl, I think it is supposed to go up, because you could see the little gray tabs there go in here. You get the 2 peg slots for these pegs down here, so you just line everything up accordingly, and you just have to, like a lot of Magic Square figures, after you line it up, you have to give it a good squeeze to make sure it tabs in. And this now actually feels much more solid, more weight to it. Look at that. This feels really good. I went a little crazy there, but yeah, this feels good. And then with Swindle, remove his spare tire, split this open so you could remove his guns here. And then there are slots here for this T-shaped tab that goes in. You find a spot, line it up, and once you do all that, you can give it a good squeeze. Let's see, make sure I got that in here. And then this one, I'm not sure with this gray if it should go up or down. Again, there's no instructions, but you can clearly see the peg slots on the bottom there. You could see the pegs here, and you just line it up. Let's see, line it up, and once you get it lined up, you give it a good squeeze. And yeah, for some reason something is not right, because it's not tabbing in on the top very well. I mean, it does kind of tab in, but again, I don't really know what I'm doing because there are no instructions for this. And so yeah, something like that, but yeah, this one, obviously they do look much better proportionately. It does look much better. So really looking forward to getting all of the figures and combining it to form Bruticus. So that's that. And so let's just go ahead and transform Onslaught back to alt mode and have our final thoughts. Okay, my final thoughts on this figure. This is a really well made figure. It's nicely sculpted, nicely proportioned. All the cartoon accurate details, the transformation design is good and easier than the other two Combaticons. Great amount of articulation. I really don't have anything negative to say about this figure. That's how great this figure actually is. And if you have any of the other Combaticons, it just makes no sense not to get this figure. I mean, all you have to do is put them together and you could see how nice this set already looks, and just waiting for Blast Off and Vortex, and then you could see this is going to be one of Magic Square's best combiner set. So yeah, I'm really loving this figure. And yeah, I don't really have any more to say other than this is a great figure, and definitely worth getting, and I highly recommend this figure.
Decepticon technology has advanced considerably since we were imprisoned by Megatron. Perhaps the power of this device could be altered to effect our revenge on Megatron.